from Busch Stadium in St. Louis, Missouri, interleague baseball on MLB the Show. It's the Boston Red Sox taking on the St. Louis Cardinals. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Sciambi. Today, all eyes. All right, first pitch coming up. Jarren Duran now at the plate.
16, Jarren Duran.
And we're underway from St. Louis.
First pitch, 6:15.
The 0-1. Right through there for a strike. Just misses with that one.
Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
So Jay-Z takes it himself. One out in the top of the first. Check out the Red Sox lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
Well, there's a lot of young talent in this lineup. I think as they gel together, gain some maturity over the course of this season, they could be playing October baseball.
So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
Good start for him to this ball game tonight. I always talk about get a knock in your first at bat. It just makes your confidence at such a higher level for the potential of having a big night.
Abreu in the box here and fouls it off for strike one. Comes up empty. Anthony, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. Battling here as he fouls it away. The next offering misses. Full count now.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it. So that's a good take by him.
And that one is lifted in the air. Baez has a beat on it. That's out number 2. And up to hit is Wilson Contreras.
He's done a great job making contact recently, working on a 5-game hitting streak.
Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Crushed left center field. This one's deep. Forget it. Wilson Contreras blasts one out. It's his 6th home run of the season, and the Red Sox jump in front. It's 2-0.
You can't ask for a better start than hitting a home run in your first at bat to give your team the lead.
That's ripped. Base hit. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. And now they've got some speed on first. So we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Trevor Story comes up to the plate. In the air, right field. And that is that. And getting the start for the Red Sox, Ranger Suarez. He leads the league in ERA, Siggy.
Yeah, he's always around the zone, Boo. Gets weak contact and makes hitters guess. That's how he's been able to stay on top.
Everything's crisp, movement, mix, location. A little different from your cardio stats, Siggy.
Oh, wow. Okay, well, we know the numbers don't lie. Elite is elite. They'll be leaning on that arm all summer long. He's just missing with some pitches that, I mean, they're not strikes, and that's what you think, oh, good pitch is a strike. But so many times pitchers are trying to tease the zone, and the last two pitches that he's thrown, good pitches, but even better takes.
And that'll bring the tying run to the plate. And now it's Ivan Herrera. Fastball gets the corner at the knees. Swing and a foul out of play.
The first pitch, just a tough pitch at the knees on the outside corner for a strike, and then he went in on the next one. So he's got to move the ball in and out from pitch to pitch, up and down, and just try to keep these guys looking all over the place and never lock into one area, because he just doesn't have the stuff to beat you that way.
Got him. One down. Pitch misses, and it's 1-0. Runner takes off, pitching for a strike. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. That one's in there. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Gorman wants another look at the called strike. It's a challenge. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. So they've still got both their challenges. One out and a runner at second here in the second game of the series. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's the second baseman, Ramon Urias. First offering way inside, almost got him.
That's the ball.
Clips the corner, and now 3-1.
Well, the offense really struggled last night. I mean, it was awful. So I think picking up a run right here, that's going to get him going a little bit.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Man at second. And he hits a ground ball right side. Uh-oh, throw goes to second. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Designated hitter, J.J.
Close one, doesn't get the call. And that's ball 1.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
That clips a corner. And a foul ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. A lot of movement in the infield. Hitter's got to stay focused on the pitch.
Stays alive. 2 on, 2 outs. And that'll load the bases.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
And here's the first baseman, Thomas Sajazi. That's in for a strike. That's out to center field. Rafaela should have this one. And that's the 3rd out. So 3 left for St. Louis, and they're down 2-0. We move ahead to the top of the second now. So stepping in for Boston, Marcelo Meyer. Ripped on a line, and that's got extra bases written all over it. And he starts off the second with a double.
Couldn't have timed it up any better than that. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Walker moving under it. And there's one down.
Batting ninth, the designated.
So now with one away and a man at second. Now here's the Red Sox DH, Caleb Durbin. Laser to the gap, should score the run. In comes the run from second. It's an RBI single, and they take a 3-run lead.
Picks himself up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
This one in the air, center field. And there are 2 outs. Throw sails over his head at first. And stepping in for Boston, Roman Anthony. That one lifted to left. Church on his way over. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. And that'll do it. But the RBI single pushes across a run. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. You're watching Red Sox baseball. We head to the bottom of the second. Stepping in, Jordan Walker.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Trying to check his swing there. Now an appeal to first. And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Puts it in the air out towards left center. And it drops in. And that's a 1-out single.
That ball right there landed in what they call the no man's land, meaning it's not really a spot on the field where you can expect anyone to get to it easily. I mean, it's a tough play going back for the shortstop, but also for the outfielders trying to come in. They got to go a long way as well.
Runner on the goal. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Mason Wynn next up for the Cardinals. 1 for 1. He led off the bottom of the first with a single. Foul ball.
If you're going to be a championship type of ball club, you've got to hit with runners in scoring position. And after last night's struggles, I'm sure this team is chomping at the bit to have this kind of opportunity here early in this game.
Man on second, 2 down. Knocks that one away. And we'll do it again.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. So 1 left for the Cardinals. They trail it here 3-0. Out towards left center. Baez settles underneath it. And there's one away. Hard hit left side. First 2 batters retired here in the top of the 3rd. And next for the Red Sox, Ceddanne Rafaela. Tap foul at the plate. 2 down, nobody on. And that one fouled off. Base knock, center field. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Up next for the Red Sox, shortstop, Trevor Story.
Pop foul out of play off to the right. Here comes the 0-1. Rafaela off of first with 2 away. The 1-1 is fouled off. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Just missed.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to lay off.
On the ground, and that chance handled. That ends the frame. As we go to the last of the third, and stepping in for the Cardinals, Ivan Herrera. That one fouled off.
Ball.
Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Popped up. Contreras drifts towards it, and there's one away.
That was a good hard fastball with some nice ride up in the zone right there. Hitter looked like he was on it, but I think that velocity at the end just beat him. Instead of a line drive or something hit deep, it's a pop up and an easy out for the defense.
Swings through that one. Down to the dirt, swing and a miss. Gets to it on to first. Got him. 2 gone after the strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
The 0-2. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Fights it off. He'll see another. In the dirt, and a count 1-2.
Well, he might have to look for a different put-away pitch right here, 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times in this at-bat, so might have it timed up and ready for it.
Story on the run, sends it over to first. Nicely done for the out. Nothing doing there. Welcome back. Let's check out what's been happening of late. Really been playing well. This one in the air, center field. Baez under it. Takes it in for the out.
Up next for the Red Sox, catcher Carlos Narvaez.
That one hammered, but pulled foul. Swing and a ground ball out to short. Tosses to first. 2 quick outs here in the top of the 4th.
Up next for the Red Sox.
2 down, bases empty. Digging in, Caleb Durbin.
Cold night tonight, Boog, and that's a pretty firm fastball right there. I tell you what, memories of getting jammed, they are creeping into my mind right now.
Good job to fight that one off. 2 down, nobody on. Top half of inning number 4. On the inside corner for called strike 3. Down in order go the Red Sox, but they're on top by a count of 3-0. Back here at Busch Stadium, on fire coming in, and man, foul ball there.
You know, these Cardinals, as this game goes on, have to be more disciplined at the plate. So many of their outs have come from weak contact on pitches they're chasing outside of the strike zone. You can't do much of anything with those locations, and that's been true again today. And as a pitcher, when the hitters are swinging at everything, you feel no need to challenge inside the zone. You just keep working the corners and expanding that strike zone and beyond, and they just keep eating right out of your hand.
On the ground to third. Fires to first. Nice play off the bounce for the out.
Up next for the
Manager out of the dugout now. Number 56 takes over on the mound. This is his third time out this year. And there's a foul ball. Here's the 0-1. Swinging a foul straight back. Waves at the bender for the strikeout.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one.
That is the inning. Redbirds down. We go to the top of the fifth. Now here's the Red Sox leadoff hitter, Jarren Duran. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Liner snagged at first. Dives for the bag. Got him. Double play.
Up next for the Red Sox, right fielder.
And now the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. In the air, left field. And that's a fair ball. So a 2-out knock keeps the inning alive. Swing and a high fly ball out there towards left field. And that'll do it. We head to the bottom of the fifth. And stepping in for the Cardinals, Nathan Church.
You know, these Cards just lacking discipline at the plate in this ball game. They're chasing a lot of pitches outside the zone, and those chases are turning into a bunch of outs. Can they turn that around and stay within the zone? We'll see, but I think they have to.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Battling here as he fouls it away.
That's a ball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive. 2-2. Out to center. Rafaela gets under it. One away.
Yeah, that's a tough play for the infielder, ranging back into the outfield. There's part of him that's saying, hey, where you at, outfielder? Call me off. But he stayed focused and made a nice catch right there.
The Red Sox leading by 3. Last half of inning number 5.
It's been tough for the offense so far, but you can't get frustrated. You got to find a way to shake it off, go up there and relax. That's the only way you're going to be able to put runs up on the board.
That one misses. Ball 1.
0-2 curve right there. Hitter kind of expects that, and good job of just showing that confidence and trying to get back into this count.
The 2-2 on the way. Got him looking for the K. That was pretty nasty.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
In the air to left center. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. Welcome back as we look at the highlights from today's game so far.
Now pitching for the
Now it's the second baseman, Cedar Rafaela.
Richard Pitts.
Well, the game plan for this offense has been pretty clear. They're being aggressive at the plate, but still finding ways to pick their spots without falling into the habit of being over-aggressive.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. Gone. Straight into the visitors' bullpen. His fourth home run of the season. And they add to their lead. It's 4-0.
That was one of those home runs where you really don't know if he got enough of it off the bat. I mean, he put a good swing on it clearly, but I wouldn't say he really got the sweet spot on the bat. The exit velo wasn't anything too impressive, but it had all it needed for him to circle the pillows.
That's a bullet, but it goes foul. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in, and we're in the top half of the sixth. Close, but called a ball. Ball one. Activity in the bullpen. Hunter Dobbins appears to be getting loose. Number 67 getting loose as well. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-2.
And with all that success on the first pitch, I'm surprised they haven't made an adjustment on the mound. Clearly, they need to start mixing it up and start making better pitches to start the at-bat.
Whips it to first on the run. It's there, and that's a great play. Marcelo Meyer up next for the Red Sox. 1 for 2. The 1-1. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. So stepping in for Boston, Caleb Durbin. A sliding stop at short. There's one. What a double play that was. Inning over. The Red Sox pick up a run on the homer. Back in the ballpark as we take a check of the bullpen so far this season. Swing and a miss as he was late.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That K is his third of the game. Here's Nolan Gorman. The Bo Sox leading by 4 here in the bottom of the 6th. Next offering in there for a strike. No balls, 2 strikes. Swings and misses. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Up.
That one close, ruled a ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. And a swing and a miss.
He's been able to go inside as well as outside, effectively working both sides of the plate in this at bat.
Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Swings through it for the K. And he strikes out the side. Back here in St. Louis, this offense has lifted them to a lead with plenty of hits so far in this one as we look at the spray chart.
Yeah, when a team has this many knocks, a lot of the time it gets clustered to one side or another. Not today. They're hitting it all over the field.
Fitz, 26 years old, and he was a 6th-round draft pick in 2021. Base hit center field. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
Up next for the Red
You'll
Sox,
often hear the phrase short to it, long through it, and that's a great example of it right there. Got the barrel in the hitting zone early, squared it up with the well-timed swing, and came away with a beautiful line drive in the center field.
One down.
Up next for the Red
Now,
Sox,
Wilyer Abreu, 1 for 3. Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle and a base hit. And now 2 aboard.
Up next for
Here
the Red
comes
Sox,
Wilson Contreras. And it was the homer back in the first inning that got his day started at the plate.
Yeah, Boog, a 2-run blast, and that swing will give him confidence the rest of the way.
That clips the corner.
Really good job in this spot to get ahead in the count. He's going to have to continue, finish off this hitter.
That's in there. That is strike 2.
Well, we call that keyholing. Even though it's right there and looks pretty good, if he doesn't love it, he's not going to swing that early in the count.
Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Two on, 1 out. Stays alive.
The healthy cut, tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
2-2 down. Gets a piece and stays alive. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes.
Up next for the Red Sox, second baseman, Rafael.
No, that's a ball.
That's a base hit. Runner at third puts on the brakes. Base is now loaded with 2 away. Dangerous hitter at the plate in Trevor Story. This one's blistered. No doubt about it. Out of here. Grand slam. Trevor Story with a star scraper. His 9th homer of the year, and they add to the lead. It's 8-0.
You know, more than 100 grand slams are hit every season in baseball, but they're still exciting every single time. Well, a great job here of staying within himself. You know that if you get a knock, you're going to drive in a couple, so stay focused on that. Well, he does more than just a knock. It's the grand slam to drive in 4.
New arm of the mound for the Cardinals, number 67.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance.
And that is that. Boston picks up 4 on the grand slam. It's now. Here's the Cardinal DH, J.J. Weatherholt. In the air, right field. 1 up, 1 down.
3-pitch strikeout last time up. Got to put up more of a fight in this one.
And that's in there for strike 1. The Red Sox up big in this one. Here, the bottom of the 7th. Swing and a ball popped in the air. 2 down.
Whoa.
Fly ball down the line. Abreu on the move towards the line. Can't get there. This one lands foul.
Ball.
2 down, nobody on. All Red Sox in this one. Right through there for a strike.
Back-to-back fastballs in. That last one called for a strike. Probably go away, but look for him to come back in there to try to finish you off.
He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. We're at the top of the 8th, and now it's the catcher for the Red Sox, Carlos Narvaez. Out towards right center field. Walker takes it in for the out. And there's one down. This one in the air center field. Baez under this one. Out number 2. So back to the top of the order. Now batting Jarren Duran.
No, that's
Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. He's got it, and that is that. Back here in a blowout, which gives us a chance to talk about just about anything.
Bro, don't get me fired.
Singy, you grew up in the Bay Area. Did you have a favorite player as a kid?
Yeah, I love the A's lineup. I mean, guys like Ricky Henderson, Dave Kingman, Terry Steinbach. I mean, you just go on and on. Tony Armas. Just some tremendous rosters back then. And I loved as a kid getting on the BART train, the Bay Area Rapid Transit, pulling up right there to the stadium and then going in and watching the game.
Foul ball left side. He'll see another. You also had the pleasure of going over and hitting and taking batting practice at a big leaguer's house. Who was that?
Yeah, Willie McGee, one of the greatest of all time, in my opinion. Not
he lived in your neighborhood.
Yeah, his folks live right down the street from me, and that's where his batting cage was. I used to look out of my backyard down the hill and just dream of one day maybe being able to go over and hit with him, and that dream became a reality when I was drafted by the San Francisco Giants.
Late with the swing there. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. The Redbirds with a lot of ground to make up here the bottom half of the 8th inning. See ya strikes him out for the second time today. Win in the box with 2 gone, and takes a look at a called strike. That one finds the zone. That's strike 2.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Swing, and he breaks his bat. That is the inning. Nothing doing there for St. Louis, and they're on the short end. Now on the bump, Ryan Stanek.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Swing and a ball driven pretty well out towards left center. Baez snags it on the run. Now it's the right fielder, Wilyer Abreu.
Really nice swing in his last at bat. Shot a line drive into center field.
And he grounds one to the right side. Urias on to first, and now 2 gone. Ripped, but it curls foul. Not close with that one, and that's ball 1. A little out front there as he swings through it. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. That's foul off to the right side, keeps the AB going.
Really great change of speeds. He goes off the off speed to the fastball, and the hitter doesn't know what's coming next.
Struck him out looking. Red Sox. Welcome back as we take a look at their upcoming schedule.
Oh, ball one.
Manager out of the dugout.
For Boston, number 57, Greg Weiser.
Ball two.
To third. Fair ball. And they have their first hit since the second inning. Fastball is outside.
Well, the leadoff man gets on. You want to minimize the threat by playing sound defense. Hopefully the pitcher can get a ball on the ground and they can roll him up for two.
That one pushed foul, out of play off to the left. Here's a 1-2. Fouled off the plate. They'll do it again. Herrera gets his lead at first. Nobody out. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. And he's gone for the fourth time tonight. Urias in the box as he fouls off the first pitch. And the 0-1. This one popped up. Makes the grab. So they're down to their final out. And up next for St. Louis, J.J. Weatherholt. Pitch misses. Ball one.
Strike one.
Up the middle. And that'll do it.
Nice work out of the bullpen for that first MLB win, Boog. They turned to him when they didn't have the lead. He kept things steady, and he's rewarded with the W.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris